Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. This is the last class before your exam. So I'm in this class. I'm gonna discuss the CQ questions. That means I just want you to revise it, the CQ questions of your chapters. So just this is the review class. Let's start the class. And please continue with me with the textbook, cause I just gave you the syllabus, and where I told you to for CQ preparation, you just follow the exercise part of your chapter for this exam. Um, it is not very much. And also, I told you to not exercise the math for this chapter now, cause math I want to help you to solve the math in the face-to-face class. Okay, let's start from the chapter 6. Chapter 6, it was the business plan. Business plan, what do you mean by business plan? Business plan is the chart or graph of future activities of the business, and it is the written documents where you can write down the objective of the business, nature of the business, management system of your or management style of your business, financing, present status, future development process, and also all the probable problems which you can face in future activities of your business. Both problem and solution should be included in the business plan. So that's why it is called as a roadmap of a tourist, or it is similar to the blueprint of a building constructor. Why business plan is important? Business plan is important because of the guidelining of the businessman. It is help to find out the original path or right path when some businessman running the business. So that's why it is a guideline to operate the business. Capital arrangement and investment, when you trying to arrange the capital, or when you try to seek the attention of the investors, then you have to provide the business plan to them. So that's why it is very much important for capital arrangement and investment. Proper utilization of government facilities, obviously when you are just waiting to seek the facilities of government facilities from the government organization, there will be also necessary for the business plan. So business plan is very much important when you arranging the capital, also when you seeking the facilities from the government. So that's why you have to make the business plan. Helps to make decision, obviously when you plan, it will help you to make the decision very quickly and very easily. So that's why business plan is necessary. Process of business plan, yes, process of business plan, it is depend the success of business depends on the right selection of the project. So what is project is the pre-planned work, or you can say that it is a planned or thoughtful work process which should be completed within the limited time, and with the specific objective, within the specific time period, and with the specific objective. That means it starts and ends at a specific time period. What is the process? First one is identifying the project concept. You have to identify the project concept. Then there will be several project concepts in your head, maybe there can be. So if you want to start a business, you have to select the right project from all of them. So you have to evaluate the concepts and selection just select the right project, and by which mean you can select the right project, it is called macro screening and micro screening. So this is the two ways. By this way you can select the right project for your future for probable business opportunities. So macro screening, what is macro screening? I told you that macro screening is the is a combination of some elements which is beyond control by the entrepreneur, or which be beyond control by the human being. So that's why that is called macro screening. Macro screening includes some elements like population, economy, politics, society, cultural and legal environment. That means all the elements which cannot, which you cannot control or human being cannot control, those are the elements of micro screening. Population, economic environment. You when you select a project, you have to think about the population first. But that means in the local area or the country where you want to run the business, you have to think about those areas people and those countries people. So population is first priority. First, the second one is economic environment. Obviously you have to think about the economic environment. That means, so what is the expenditure pattern of the local areas people, what is the saving of these local areas people, their income saving. That means the those financial activities of those areas people must be evaluated before you start a business, or before you select the project. The natural environment, political environment, cultural environment, legal environment, those should be judged by the entrepreneur before selecting the project. Then after macro screening, you have to think about some elements which you can control. That means this micro screening includes some elements, or it is a combination of some elements like market demand, technical, commercial and financial aspect, and contribution to the economy. Though combination of these type of elements which you can control or entrepreneurs can control. So entrepreneurs who wants to select the project, at first uh, they have to take the macro screening process, and after that for detailed information micro screening should be used. What are the elements? Market demand, technical aspect, commercial aspect, financial aspect, contribution to the national economy. Markets demand, that means you have to survey the market first, and what is the demand of the people, what is their interest, what is their choices. So you have to analyze the market, and by market survey you can analyze the market demand, consumers point of view, interest, choices, number of competitors, disadvantages, advantages of the products. So market demand is necessary, first point. Technical aspect, you have to think about what type of machinery you can use, what type of technological advancement you have to use, or what will be your machineries, what will be your technology specifications, what will be the implementation of this advanced technological machineries. So that is those are the things related to the technology or technical aspect should be judged by the micro screening. Commercial aspect, aspect, you have to identify the elements of production cost, sales price, estimated profit, what will be the profit or loss, what will be. So that should be considered carefully. And financial aspect, you have to find out the project cost, what will be the financing sources of financing, what will be your return on investment. So project related costs you should be identified in the financial. You should identify the financial aspect. And last of all, a contribution to the national economy, the project which you are selecting, it has the contribution to the national economy or not, you have to justify also. So using the micro screening process you can justify this factor. And after macro screening and micro screening, you will be able to select the right project. And last of all, you have to submit the business project report. You should submit an excellent business report. Then guideline for small business, when what are the factors you should think about when you preparing a business plan. First one is business plan should be precise and free from excessive wordings. That means it should be short, it should be brief. And then second one is the objective of the business is to focus only on one or two products and place for the product and market selection. That means you have to think about just one or two products or one or two markets. If you think about several projects, several products, several localities, then you will be messed up, and the chance of your success is will be getting very low. So that's why you have to think about one or two products or one or two markets or place for the selection. In the management process of the business, unknown person should be avoided. That means you cannot accept any unknown person in your management process. Any product should not be described with words only understood by the product. That means you cannot use the technical words or which just professional can understand, but common people just are unable to understand. So you cannot use this type of word. You have to use the easy word for the all type of people. You have to think about it. Sales volume should be projected on the basis of realistic quantity. Business plan should not be drafted on basis of vague information. Vague information, that means uncleared information. You cannot use any type of uncleared, vague, you can say incomplete information you cannot use in the business plan. There should be detailed discussion on the present and probable problems of the business in the business plan, which I already told you that in the business plan you have to mention all the problems, probable problems, and also the solution of those problems must be stated in the business plan. It is necessary to involve all the members of the management team, and advice from an expert may be sought for. That means you have to involve all the members of your team in preparing the business plan, or also you can seek the advice from the professional. So that's why you can make a perfect business plan for your business. What will be the contents of small business plan? Obviously, name of the business organization, address of the organization, name of the entrepreneurs, a brief of the entrepreneurs or directors, nature of business, management style of the business, amount of capital, precise description of market survey, possibility of profit generation, attachment and of projected financial statement, total cost, projected income, expenditures. That means income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, break-even analysis. So these are the specific information which must be stated in your business plan. Then some important point, how here, what is cash flow analysis? Cash flow analysis is a written document where you can find out your income and expenditure. That means what amount of the amount of cash which is going out, and amount of cash which is coming in. That means for a specific time period you can estimate your expenditure and income. So that is called cash flow. You can preserve it daily or weekly or monthly basis, and you have by using the cash flow analysis you have the clear idea about your cash position of the business. I think you just know about it. Do you? Because in your accounting subject you can find out all the points in details. Break-even analysis indicates some state or some condition where the income and expenditure of the business remains equal or becomes equal, same. That means neither loss neither profit. So it is neither loss nor profit scenario of the business. That means income and expenditure is equal, so there will be no chance of loss and profit. So this is the break-even analysis, and the point where the expenditure and income is equal, that is called the break-even point. For example, if a businessman manufacture 5,000 cricket ball, that means there will be no chance of profit or loss. That means this 5,000 cricket bat is a break-even point, and you have to, if you want to make profit, you have to produce cricket bat 5000, more than 5000 cricket bats. If you produce more than 5000 cricket bats, you will obviously able to get the profit. But if you just make below the 5000 cricket bats, so there will obviously you will face the loss. So this 5000 production of 5000 cricket bats, that is the point, this 5000 is the point where you can say that income and expenditure is same. That means there will be no chance of profit or loss. So if we want to make the profit, we have to produce more than 5000, and if we produce less than 5000, there will be obviously chance of loss. And last of all, concept and process of self analysis. Self analysis, obviously, it is the way of it is justify your capability, or what will be what is your strength, what is your weaknesses. So you have the, if you have the business capability, so you can identify by the questioning yourself. So this is called self analysis. So let's go straight to the CQ question. I told you that in chapter 6, the math of chapter 6, you can skip it for this exam. So I will discuss just one creative question from here. First one: after completing graduation from BUET, Mr. Arif, along with several friends, decided to take up a project of establishing a cement factory, considering huge demand for the construction and housing industry in the country. They drew a detailed and long-term picture of their whole work plan before selecting the project. They arranged alternative sources to accumulate capital, since they did not have sufficient fund of their own. Okay, what is called to know the market demand of a product? When you want to know the market demand of a product, you have to do the market survey. Describe the technical side of the business. You will find it in the micro screening part, the technical aspect of the business. So write down the whole thing. And then number C: what type of capital is necessary to implement the project of Mr. Arif and his friends in light of above paragraph? What type of capital is necessary to you can say that you need Mr. Arif and his friends needs working capital to implement the project. That means whole work plan before selecting about, they arranged alternative source to accumulated capital, since they did not have sufficient fund of their own. That means they need the working capital and fixed capital. Both capital are needed for the starting the business and also running the business. That means the Mr. Arif and his friends want to start the project. They need the working capital and fixed capital. Working capital are those capital which are needed, which is needed when you run the business. That means daily expenses. By working capital you can meet up the daily expenses of your business. And fixed capital, it is the it is the expenditure. It is the one type of expenditures which we can just make before one time, or at the beginning of your project. So this is the differentiation between the fixed capital and working capital. That means what is working capital? These types of expenditures have to make all the year round to operate the business smoothly. That means what is working capital? Working capital is the types of expenditures which have to make all the year round to operate the business. That means when you want to run the business, you have to, it is the daily expense. It is to meet up the daily expense or to meet up the daily necessities. And fixed capital, this type of cost is bear at the beginning or starting of the business only. That means it is just this cost just bear up for just one time at the beginning. So this is the answer. Number 4: Mr. Arif and his friends have followed appropriate way for selecting a project. Give your own opinion in this regard. Yes, Mr. Arif and his friends have followed appropriate way for selecting the project, because in the STEM we find out they drew a detailed and long-term picture of their whole work plan before selecting the project. That means Mr. Arif and his friends obviously followed the proper way or proper process of making business plan. So what is the process of business plan? We know that first of all, identifying the project concept, then evaluating it and selecting the right project by using macro screening and micro screening, and last of all they just make a business report. So that's why we can say that by following the stem, or we can find out from the stem that Mr. Arif and his friends followed appropriate project plan or process of business plan. So that is the answer. Okay, now let's go to the chapter 7. CQ questions. It is the industries of Bangladesh. Industries of Bangladesh, I just already said you that you have to just you have to study the amount of capital, number of workers from this chapter, and the main point of this chapter is first of all, what is industry, what are the classification according to the industrial policy 2010, or you can say in broader sense, industry can be classified in two ways. First one is manufacturing industry and second one is service industry. And if you think about the investment, or based on the investment, basis of investment, you can classify the industry in four categories. First one is cottage industry, small industry, medium industry and large industry. Okay, and you have to just study the amount of capital and number of workers in those industries. So this is the chapter, and these are the information, all the these are the whole information in your chapter. Okay, first one is Rashik established an industry of jute and jute goods with an investment of Taka 11 crore at Fulpur village in Mymensingh district in Dhaka division, which is famous place for jute cultivation. That means Rashik established a jute industry in the place where the jute cultivation is very much famous. That means they he can easily get the raw materials. He can easily get the raw materials in the short time period, or short you can say short expense. So it is the good decision for Rashik to establish a jute and jute industry in the Mymensingh district of Fulpur village, which is the jute cultivation, which is famous for jute cultivation. But his friend Rafi established the same industry, that means jute industry, with the same investment in Rajshahi, where sugarcane is grown amply. That means Rafi just made a mistake. He established jute industry in the Rajshahi, where sugarcane is very much famous. So he will obviously face the loss, because the raw materials to collecting the raw materials are very much will be very much hard for the Rafi. In the cost will increase. The time getting the raw materials will be not so easy. So that's why it is a very much you can say very wrong decision for the Rafi. Okay, so how many types of industry are there in broader sense? In broader sense, there are two types of industry. First one is manufacturing and second one is service. What do you understand by service industry? You will find it in your chapter. Just write down from there. And number C, what is the type of Mr. Rashik's industry considering investment? We know that it is a manufacturing industry, and you are using Rashik is using capital of 11 crore. That means it is a medium industry. Okay, we know that in small industry the amount of capital is 50 lakh to 10 crore, but in medium industry the amount of capital is you can say 10 crore to 30 crore. That means 11 crore. Here Rashik is using 11 crore amount of capital. That means it is the medium industry. Considering the investment, we can say that Mr. Rashik's industry is a medium industry. Then you will explain the medium industry. You will find it in the chapter. Just describe in 2 or 3 lines what is the capital amount, what is the number of labor. Just write down and relate it with the stem, and then finish. try to just line up a finishing. So it is okay for 3 marks. Number D, analyze the reasons for Rasik's industry making more profit. Why Rasik's industry is making more profit? Because Rasik's decision was right, because he established jute and jute industry in the Phulpur village, which is very much famous for jute cultivation. That means right selection of place, that means right selection of place, then availability of raw materials, availability of labors, those the things, those are the points, those are the factors which helps Rashik to make the more profit. That means 3 points. What is this? Right selection of places, then availability of raw materials, and the availability of labors. So these the factors, for these reasons Rashik's industry is making more profit. Number 2, considering the continuous demand for electricity, Miss Jarin Tasnim set up a windmill for producing electricity at Cox's Bazar. Taking permission from the government, she supplied the electricity produced from using the sea wind to different places. Her investment in this country is more than taka 3 crore. That means how many types of industry are there on the basis of investment? There are 4 types of industry: cottage, small, medium, and large. What do you understand by cottage industry? You will find it in the chapter. What is the type of Miss Jaren's industry? Yes, based on the investment and the 3 crore, when it is 3 crore, that means 1 crore to 10 crore. That is the service industry. I mean electricity, producing electricity and supplying it. It is a, you can say, service industry. It is not the manufacturing industry. When you producing electricity and supplying it to the all over the country, then it is related to the service industry. And since there is capital amount is taka 3 crore, that means it is the medium service industry. What it is? It is the medium service industry. Yes, you can find out. In case of service medium industry, the cost of taka 1 crore to 15 crore. 1 crore to 15 crore, that means 3 crore or 3 crore taka is included here. So that's why you can call that it is the service medium in industry. And then describe the service medium industry part and related to the STEM. Then the economy of the country shall be progressive with the help of Miss Jaren's industry. Yes, obviously, because when electricity is producing electricity is very much important for the any country. Using electricity, all the offices, all the factories, all the housings, everything is just running on the base of the electricity. Just the electricity, if the electricity is gone, that means the country is dead. So you can say that by using the electricity, the lifestyle of people can increase or develop. It just helps to develop the lifestyle or standard of living. It helps to run the factories properly or effectively, and that's why it will be possible to it will be possible for producing more and more goods, which just increase the income of the country, income of the people, and also it is in developing the standard of living. And ultimately you can say that in the end of the day, you can say that it is actually helps the economy of a country. So this type of industry is helping the economy of the country. So that is the answer. I think you can write down very very easily, because you are very much smart to answer these questions. So I hope you will do better in your exam. Take care. Bye bye.